Shaping Nigeria's Democratic Future, a national landmark lecture on elections and good governance, live from Gombe. Something historic is about to unfold in Gombe, a national conversation that Nigeria cannot afford to ignore. All eyes now turn to Gombe as the Federal University Kashere sets the national stage for one of the most consequential public lectures of the year. Because the future of Nigeria is never written by silence, it is shaped by dialogue, by wisdom, and by the courage to imagine a better tomorrow. At the heart of this defining moment is the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Umaru A. Pate, an iconic leader, visionary administrator, and global voice in communication, ethics, and leadership. Under his guidance, Federal University Kashere will host a distinguished gathering of national leaders, thinkers, and reformers for a landmark lecture on the title Elections and Good Governance in Nigeria. It is a lecture, a national reflection, and a call to action. And leading this conversation is the man whose name is synonymous with integrity, democratic reform, and leadership credibility, a statesman of rare distinction, Professor Attahiru Muhammadu Jega, CON, former INEC chairman, eminent scholar, icon of ethics and governance. His words have shaped election. His integrity has inspired a generation, and his insight will illuminate the path towards a better Nigeria. Standing as chairman of the occasion is Mr. Dapo Oluroyomi, OON, publisher of Premium Times, champion of press freedom, a national symbol of investigative courage, and a defender of media integrity. Hosting this national convergence is Professor Umaru A. Pate, the Kaigaman Adamawa Vice-Chancellor, Federal University Kashere, a global authority on communication, ethics, and leadership, a revered scholar whose work continues to influence communication, governance, and national discourse. In media parlance, the convergence of Jega's electoral mastery, Pate's commanding classroom authority, and Dapo's uncompromising newsroom expertise forms a formidable synergy, a seamless fusion of the town and the gown. Joining them as special guests are two distinguished governors. One, His Excellency Muhammadu Inuwa, the Executive Governor of Gombe State, and two, His Excellency Dr. Agbo Kefas, the Executive Governor of Taraba State. And standing as the cultural pillar of the day, His Royal Highness Alhaji Muhammadu Ahmad, the Emir of Pindiga, with governors, media giants, scholars, and traditional leaders converging on one stage at one moment for one message: Nigeria must rethink its democracy. This high-profile dialogue promises deep, unfiltered insights into the future of elections, the strength of our institution, the ethics of leadership, and the possibility for meaningful reform. Together, these national voices will confront the questions Nigeria must answer. 1. How do we strengthen the integrity of our elections? 2. How do we build institutions that citizens can trust? And 3. How do we cultivate leaders who serve with justice, humility, and compassion? Why this event matters? At a time when insecurity shakes the foundation of the nation, when leadership and governance face intense scrutiny, when public trust is fragile, and when political integrity is demanded more than ever, a national conversation on elections, ethics, leadership, accountability, and good governance becomes not just necessary, but urgent and more critical than ever. This lecture offers a rare opportunity to hear from voices whose credibility, experience, and intellectual weight have shaped Nigeria's democratic landscape. At a moment when Nigeria stands at a critical turning point, when our democracy calls for courage, reflection, and truth, the Federal University Kashere rises to set the national agenda. Expect 1. Groundbreaking perspectives. 2. Intelligent, evidence-based analysis. 3. High-level engagement. 4. Nationally relevant takeaways. This is more than an event. It is a defining moment for Nigeria's democracy, a national moment of reflection, dialogue, and intellectual awakening. Nigeria must rethink its democratic future. The event is both physical and virtual. Venue is Federal University Kashere Indoor Sport Complex, the main campus. Time, 4 p.m. prompt. Virtual access is Google Meet, meet.google.com/mgp-pzia-kpf. Don't just watch history unfold. Be there. Shape it. Be part of it.